The Brave Boy and the Fire-Breathing Dragon. An exciting adventure. Chapter 1. The Dragon in the Cave. As Jack wandered through the forest, he felt a sense of adventure bubbling up inside of him. He loved exploring new places, and he had a feeling that today would be a day full of excitement. After walking for a while, Jack stumbled upon a cave he had never seen before. It was dark inside, but he heard strange noises coming from within. Curiosity getting the better of him, Jack peeked inside and saw a fearsome dragon lying injured on the ground. At first, Jack was scared and wanted to run away. But then he noticed that the dragon was in pain and needed his help. He cautiously approached the dragon and noticed that it had a deep wound on its leg. With a brave heart, Jack decided to help the dragon. He gathered some materials he found around the cave to create a makeshift bandage and carefully wrapped it around the dragon's leg. To Jack's surprise, the dragon's eyes softened, and it made a purring sound of contentment. Jack had never seen anything like it before. As Jack sat with the dragon, he realized that he had made a new friend. He was excited to explore the world with the dragon by his side. Chapter 2. Healing the Dragon. Jack spent the next few days nursing the dragon back to health. He gathered food and water for it and tended to its wound daily. The dragon began to trust Jack and showed him its treasure hoard, which was filled with amazing things. Jack was amazed by the treasures and loved hearing the dragon's stories about where it had found each item. The dragon showed Jack a shiny gold coin that it said was from a far-off land. Jack was fascinated and listened to the dragon's tales all day. As they spent more time together, Jack and the dragon formed a deep bond. They explored the forest, swam in the nearby river, and played games with each other. Jack had never felt so alive and happy before. One day, while they were exploring, the dragon revealed that it was lonely and had no other friends. Jack promised to be its friend forever, and the dragon smiled and said that it was grateful to have met him. As the days passed, the dragon's leg began to heal, and it became more active. It would stretch its wings and fly around, swooping and diving with joy. Jack was amazed by the dragon's power and grace and felt honored to be its friend. Before long, Jack and the dragon had become inseparable, and they would spend hours talking and dreaming about their future adventures together. Jack knew that the dragon would always have a special place in his heart. Chapter 3. The Greedy Knights. One day, as Jack and the dragon were playing, they heard the sound of horses' hoofs coming from the forest. They peered through the trees and saw a group of knights riding towards them. The knights were dressed in shiny armor and carried weapons. Jack and the dragon watched as the knights entered the cave where the dragon had been injured. The knights saw the treasure hoard and their eyes widened with greed. They drew their weapons and charged towards the dragon. Jack knew he had to protect his friend. He grabbed a nearby branch and stood in front of the dragon. The knights laughed at him and said that he was no match for them. But Jack didn't back down. He knew he had to be brave and protect the dragon, no matter what. The dragon rose to its feet and stood beside Jack, ready to fight. A battle ensued, and the knights tried their best to defeat the dragon and take its treasure. But the dragon was too powerful, and with Jack's help, they were able to fight off the knights. After the battle, the dragon was tired and wounded again. Jack tended to its wounds and made sure that it was okay. The dragon thanked Jack for his help and promised to protect him from any harm. Jack knew that the greedy knights would come back, and he had to come up with a plan to protect the dragon and his treasure. He and the dragon discussed their options and decided to build a secret tunnel that would lead to a hidden exit. They worked together, and soon the tunnel was complete. The dragon and Jack were relieved and happy that they had found a way to protect themselves. They knew that their adventures would continue, and they would always be there for each other. Chapter 4. The Hunt for the Dragon. Despite their best efforts to protect themselves, the dragon and Jack knew that they still needed to be careful. They knew that there were greedy people out there who would do anything to get their hands on the dragon's treasure. One day, while they were exploring the forest, they heard the sound of a group of people approaching. They hid behind a tree and peered through the leaves, and they saw a group of hunters who were carrying weapons and traps. The hunters were determined to catch the dragon and take its treasure. They set traps all around the forest and waited for the dragon to appear. Jack and the dragon knew they had to be careful. They used their wits and hid in the forest, avoiding the traps set by the hunters. They stayed in hiding for several days, and during that time, Jack and the dragon grew even closer. Jack knew that they couldn't hide forever, and he wanted to do something to stop the hunters from trying to capture the dragon. He came up with a plan to distract the hunters by setting a fake trail that would lead them in the wrong direction. Jack and the dragon worked together to create the trail, and the hunters fell for it. While the hunters were following the fake trail, Jack and the dragon quickly escaped and made their way back to the safety of their secret tunnel. The dragon was grateful to Jack for his quick thinking, and they both knew that they had to be even more careful from now on. They continued to explore the forest, but always kept an eye out for any danger. As they settled back into their routine, Jack and the dragon continued to have many adventures together. They explored new places, met new friends, and had fun. Jack knew that he had found a true friend in the dragon, and he would never forget the amazing experiences they had shared. Chapter 5. The Magic of Friendship. As the days went by, Jack and the dragon's bond grew even stronger. They spent their days exploring, playing games, and telling each other stories. Jack was grateful for the dragon's friendship, and he knew that he had found something truly special. One day, as they were exploring the forest, they came across a wise old owl. The owl saw the friendship between Jack and the dragon and said, "You two have a special bond. The magic of friendship is a powerful thing, and it can help you overcome any obstacle." Jack and the dragon listened carefully as the owl continued. "But with great power comes great responsibility. You must always treat each other with kindness and respect. You must always be there for each other, no matter what." Jack and the dragon knew that the owl was right. They promised to always be there for each other, and to cherish their friendship forever. As they continued to explore, they came across a group of animals who were in trouble. A family of rabbits had been caught in a trap, and they needed help to escape. The dragon and Jack quickly sprang into action, using their strength and intelligence to free the rabbits from the trap. The animals were grateful, and they thanked Jack and the dragon for their kindness. They said that they had never seen such a strong bond between a human and a dragon before. They knew that the magic of friendship was truly a powerful thing. From that day on, Jack and the dragon knew that they had a responsibility to use their friendship for good. They promised to help others in need, and to always treat each other with kindness and respect. As they continued on their adventures, Jack and the dragon knew that their bond would only grow stronger. They had discovered the magic of friendship, and they would cherish it always. Chapter 6: A New Beginning. After many months of exploring the forest and having fun together, Jack and the dragon decided that it was time to go on a new adventure. They wanted to explore new lands and meet new friends. They packed their bags and set off on their journey, not knowing what they would find along the way. They traveled through mountains, deserts, and forests, always keeping an eye out for adventure. As they journeyed on, they met many new friends and encountered many challenges. They faced fierce storms and treacherous terrain, but they never gave up. They knew that together, they could overcome anything. One day, they came across a village that was in trouble. The village was being attacked by a group of bandits, and the people were afraid. Jack and the dragon knew that they had to help. They came up with a plan to stop the bandits and protect the village. The dragon used its strength and fire-breathing abilities to scare away the bandits, while Jack helped to protect the villagers. The villagers were grateful, and they thanked Jack and the dragon for their bravery. They said that they had never seen such courage before. Jack and the dragon knew that they had made a difference. They had helped the people of the village, and they had discovered a new purpose in their journey. As they continued on their journey, they knew that they would face many more challenges and adventures. But they also knew that they would face them together, and that their friendship would always guide them on their path. The dragon and Jack had discovered a new beginning, and they were excited to see where their journey would take them next. They were ready for whatever adventures lay ahead, knowing that they had each other to rely on.